It's the Action Figure Show. On tonight's episode, the Action Figure of the Week, famous actors in vintage Star Wars ads, the Raylo Corner with Primetime Charlie, the top 10 bubblegum machine toys, the latest in action figure news, special guest star Jim J. Bullock. All that and more on the Action Figure Show. And now back from a recent 48-hour Mario Kart Championship with a geek that gamer kid, it's that Junkman.
Thank you, Larry. Thank you. Welcome back, everybody, to the Action Figure Show. This is where we give you the latest news. Yeah, we got news this week. The latest news in action figures. We just talk action figures, movies. No telling what we're going to talk about. Talk about a lot of crazy things here. But we got it all right here. We're going to talk about it, and we got a special guest coming up a little later in the show, Jim J. Bullock. You've seen him from Seinfeld, you've seen him from TV, you've seen him from all over the place. I think you even seen him once on Hollywood Squares, maybe more than once. Jim J. Bullock. Larry, you like Jim J. Bullock?
I think the real question would ask, does anyone not like Jim J. Bullock?
Always. You always know you're going to get something funny when Jim J. Bullock shows up on anything. Saw him one time on an episode of The Love Boat. I nearly lost a liver. I laughed so hard. But before we get started, let's catch up with co-host Larry J. Wampa. He always has a very fun, exciting weekend. So let's see what happened, what he did over the long weekend. Larry, how was your weekend?
Great. Just a relaxing weekend. Went over to my girlfriend Charlotte Johnson's house. You know, she's been my lover since the spring.
Lover? Not something I want to put in my head. So you finally met our family, right?
Well, when I got there, her brother was on the sofa. He had this huge piece of apple pie, and her mother was in the kitchen. I think she was cutting up some chicken to fry later. I believe her dad was in the backyard, doing what they said was rolling up a garden hose. But I know what they mean by that, don't you?
Sounds like an exciting family right there. Exciting. So, what did you and Charlotte end up doing? Since the family seemed like they were pretty busy.
Not a lot. We just hung out on the front porch on the swing. Man, I tell you, Charlotte Johnson, she's as pretty as when the angels sing.
Now that sounds really boring. Sorry if you're new to the show. Usually, Larry's got something exciting. He's got people shooting at him. He's got drug bust or something. He's always got something crazy going down. But this week he didn't.
How was your weekend?
Yeah.
I was asking, how was your weekend?
Oh, my week. You never asked me how I was doing with my week. Thank you, Larry. I didn't really do nothing. Get this. This really gets my goat. Is that a saying? Get my goat? I don't know. But this really got to me. I went to Best Buy. I really don't go to Best Buy unless I just want something. But my daughter wanted some kind of pen or something for her iPad, and we couldn't find it. So I went over to an employee wearing a blue shirt, and he's like, hey, can I ask you something? You know what I was told? I had to go get in a cube. What is it? They turned it into the Borg over at Best Buy? I don't know what he was talking about. I said, well, what are you talking about, a cube? He said, you can't ask me anything unless you have a cube or in a cube. I don't know if he was saying I need maybe they got some kind of question cube and you pass it around the store and whoever holds the cube, they get to ask the old great Best Buy employee a question. It was the dumbest thing I ever seen. I don't know what they were talking about, but he pointed over that way, and I saw a whole line of like 20 people. So I'm not standing in a line of 20 people to hold a cube to ask you where something is so I can give you my money. So I told him I'll just go buy it online, and he said, have a nice day, sir. I knew when I went in there. I said, I hate Best Buy. One thing, it's like a ghost town in there. It looks like a mall on a Friday night in 2007. But no, I went in there anyway. Took forever to find anybody to ask. I think I saw more tumbleweeds blowing around the CD section than I saw employees. That just really ticks me off right there. What's that?
Well, that's all you got to complain about in life. That's not too bad.
Yeah, I guess if that's all I've got to complain about, then I don't got much to complain about. So let's get started with the show. We always start the show with the figure of the week. This is where we talk about one action figure from an action figure line and just kind of do like a spotlight focus on him. And today, this is a good one because it comes from Remco. If you watched any of my video, you know Remco makes some crappy toys. Not this time. Check it out. There's no time for sergeants with this action figure from the Remco Sergeant Rock action figure line. This action figure comes with a free dog tag, making G.I. Joe look like a G.I. Sally. free dog tag. I bet you G.I. Joes didn't have that. No, they didn't. No, they didn't. Well, last week we cut news out because news were so slow, but don't worry. Right here, we got action figure news. We got it back. Action figure news is back. I put up a poll. You guys really wanted the news, so here we go. But news were slim pickings again. It's first of the year with no Toy Fair. Toy Fair on hold and everything. Everything's really slow right now, but let's hope it picks up. Let's hope it picks up.
Since the Cornelia virus is all over and they have Toy Fair again, we should do a live action figure show from Toy Fair.
Doing a live action figure show from Toy Fair. That would be great, guys. I have to get in touch with the Toy Fair people. That would be good. Let's start with Star Wars toy news. Here we go. You know the Star Wars toy line toy box? No, I don't know it either. Apparently they just sell them at the Disney shop online or the Disney stores. I don't have one around here, so I've never seen them, but I know what they are. Check them out. They got 3 new ones coming out. Check out this very cool Darth Vader. It looks kind of like a concept art Darth Vader. It's very cool. And then we have the Trooper of the Storm, a Stormtrooper. And probably the coolest of the line is General Grievous with all his different lightsabers. I could have swore I talked about this already on the Action Figure Show, but it came up on Google as something new. So, I don't know. Maybe they just added one or something. Not really sure. But that's a look at Star Wars toy box action figures coming soon too. I think you can already buy them online. I'm not really sure. Okay, let's go here. We got some more news right here. This one I just love to say. There's a Mofo action figure coming out. Mofo action figure. Mofo action figure.
A Mofo action figure.
Mofo action figure.
A Mofo action figure. A Mofo action figure.
A Mofo action figure. Most Toys is releasing this new Mofo action figure. I'm not really sure what a Mofo action figure is, but I just love to say Mofo's action figure. That right there is a Mofo. Mofo the action figure. That is fun to say. Let's go a little bit more news here. We got a lot coming up on this show. I mean, we got a lot. We got a top 10 list that's gonna knock your blue socks off. So check this out right here. I know a lot of you watch the channel, fan of Mattel's new He-Man retro style action figures. These are the He-Man line. These are like they look like old figures, but they're kind of updated old figures. It's very cool. Check it out. They got some new ones coming out. A He-Man Deluxe action figure is coming out. This is one that's based on the old figure with the spinning chest plate. The other deluxe figure is the Skeletor, also based on that chest plate action figure from the vintage line. There's also new basic figures coming out, like this evil Hordak figure. Oh, I love this character. I didn't see a photo of Trapjaw. I did see his name on the list of figures coming out. But hey, where's a picture of Trapjaw? He's like the Boba Fett of the He-Man action figure line. Trapjaw, how is Trapjaw not one of the first figures you make? He's better than Skeletor, let's be honest. Oh, okay, what are we doing now? Oh, we're going to look, you'll like this one, Larry, right here. We're going to take a look at famous actors, or they probably weren't famous then, that appeared in Star Wars advertisements. You probably didn't know about these, so I think you really enjoyed this. You get to find out Jennifer Connelly, the Princess Leia. But let's start with a non-Star Wars one, just for the fun of it. Here goes. Jack Black. We all love Jack Black, right? School of Rock, High Fidelity. Isn't that the greatest he's in? Mars Attacks, and we're going to talk about Mars Attacks a little later in the news. Jack Black's done some great stuff. Done some bad stuff, probably also. But one of the things he got started on, besides being on an episode of The Fall Guy, he was on commercials. And check out this commercial from Atari. Remember Atari 2600? Jack Black did a commercial for Pitfall.
Just last night, I was lost in the jungle with Pitfall Harry, surrounded by giant scorpions and man-eating crocodiles.
Okay, I was going to keep this more Star Wars related, so let's get back to it here. I don't know this actor's name. You might know his name. If you do, I feel sorry for you. But you remember that little whiny, bratty kid in the movie Over the Top? That Stallone movie where he wrestled? Remember that? Oh, arm wrestled, I should say. Remember that? Yeah, that kid did a Star Wars commercial and was in some of the Star Wars promotions for a Return of the Jedi sweepstakes. You don't believe me, do you? Check it out.
It's a preview of the new Star Wars movie, Return of the Jedi. And you could be there if you're one of 5 grand prize winners in Kenner's Star Wars Return of the Jedi sweepstakes. Grand prize also includes Kenner's complete Star Wars Return of the Jedi collection. Entry deadline April 1st, 1983. Thousands entered. Only 5 win the grand prize. Details on posters and entry blanks at participating stores. Your entry gives you a chance to be one of the first to see
Return of the Jedi.
I guess I'm stretching the word famous celebrities. Putting that guy in this list. But here's one you can't say this guy isn't famous. Let's just run off the list. Pump Up the Volume. Classic, great movie. Glean in the Cube. One of the best skateboard movies ever created by mankind. Broken Arrow. What was it? Arrow. I said Arrow, didn't I? Arrow.
He was also in Young Guns 2, the Lincoln County War Aftermath.
That is a good one. I forgot about that one. That's a classic right there. Very good, Larry. And True Romance. You love him. You know what I'm talking about. Christian Slater. Not only did he appear in a Star Wars commercial for the toys, Christian Slater is a big Star Wars fan. Did you know that? He has a life-size Stormtrooper. I've heard he had a vintage collection. I don't know. I couldn't confirm that, but I've heard he's got a lot of Star Wars stuff in his house, like a life-size Stormtrooper in the living room. He's just really into Star Wars. Let's see him on The Mandalorian or something. Let's see Christian Slater in Star Wars.
She allowed me to keep a few choice items.
What do you have still in the house? What is allowed?
I still have this. I've had it for like 25 years. It's a life-size Stormtrooper.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's that Sharper Image made, 25 years ago.
And where is that located?
It's located in the dining room.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Christian Slater got his start on commercials. I know what you think. You say, Junkman. No, he got his start on the made-for-television biopic, Living Proof, the Hank Williams Jr. story, where he played Little Walt. But no, that's not where he got his start. He got it on commercials. And here he is, selling Star Wars action figures.
Bet you know what this is. It's the Darth Vader collector's case from the Star Wars The Empire Strikes Back collection. Inside, it's got room for your favorite Star Wars The Empire Strikes Back action figures. They fit? Yeah. There's Dengar, AT-AT Driver, Rebel Commander, Leia, and 2-1B. You can hold up to 31 action figures, each sold separately, and you can take them with you. Darth Vader collector's case.
Well, I mean, the best one I think that made me really pretty legendary at the age of 12 was the Darth Vader collector's case.
Christian Slater. Christian Slater.
And did you know what the other kid was? That was the kid from Christmas Story.
I didn't notice that. Play that back. Hey, gangster, play that last clip back there.
It's the Darth Vader collector's case from the Star Wars The Empire Strikes Back collection. Inside.
You're right. That is Messy Marvin. Messy Marvin, who you probably better know as the little kid from Christmas Story. Hey, he's in a Star Wars commercial too. Christmas Story kid. And check out the way he looks at these figures. I don't think this is acting on his part. Gangster, I need you again. Run that back. Let's watch that clip again.
What, the same old clip again?
Yeah, the same clip. Sorry. I didn't make you do some work. But check it out. Check out when he sees the action figures in front of him.
The Darth Vader collector's case from the Star Wars The Empire Strikes Back collection.
Yeah, that's the greatest actor in the world. Well, that kid was really excited to see the new Star Wars figures. We got one more. Famous Star Wars actor.
Okay, Junkman, spit it out.
I'm spitting it out. We got one more to look at. Jennifer Connelly. Sure you know her, sure you love her, sure you like her. You've probably seen everything she's been in. Who hasn't? I haven't, but you probably have. I don't know if I've ever seen her movie with her in it at all. Was she in Legend? Anyway, did you know she played Princess Leia? Well, kinda. There were these fabrics you could buy to make your own Star Wars cosplay. I remember there's some very creepy Ewok ones. But if you check out one package, you'll notice there's a Princess Leia. And who is it dressed up like Princess Leia? Take a look. I know it doesn't look like it. And you're probably going to say I'm full of circus peanuts. But trust me, that's actress Jennifer Connelly posing as a cosplay Princess Leia. Well, that's pretty cool. I bet you didn't know that. I bet you I got you on that one. I bet you knew about Christian Slater and the over-the-top kid. Bet you I got you that one. Yeah, okay. Got that out of the way. That was going to be a whole full video, but that's the only ones I could find, so short video. So throw it up there on the Action Figures Show. Well, it's come that time again where we gotta pay the bills. We gotta keep the lights on in this place. So here's a commercial break, and we'll be right back with the Action Figures Show in just a minute.
These tales for back to school. Denim, haircut, backpacks, come get your backpack.
Boots and pants and boots and pants.
New shoes, Get yourself an outfit. Denim.
Boots and pants and boots and pants.
Haircut. New shoes.
So get yourself back to school with these tails.
Haircut.
I've tried fad diets, powders, pills. Still my weight's been up and down like a yo-yo until the AIDS plan taught me how to take off weight and help keep it off.
AIDS may taste like a candy, but AIDS contains one of the most effective appetite suppressants you can buy. And there's no stimulant in AIDS that could make you nervous.
With AIDS, I ate less, so the weight came off. To help keep it off when I sometimes want things loaded with calories, AIDS helps put me in control.
Let the AIDS plan teach you how to take off weight and help keep it off. Try peanut butter AIDS.
Welcome back to the Action Figure Show, guys. This is the Action Figure Show. We're back here with Larry J. Wampa, and we're giving you the latest in action figure news and pop culture, whatever we want to talk about. And we got news. This one's more of a crime stopper. This is more a plea for help. There's a toy company that needs your help. That's right. This toy company saw a woman stealing an action figure. She was stealing a WWF wrestling figure to take it back to her trailer home, and they want it back. They said they won't even press charges. They just want it back. Here's a look at the woman. She was caught on security camera stealing a WWF Basic Fin action figure. Again, the store says they won't call the cops if she just returns the action figure. That it's been a very bad year for sales and they really need the figure back. But I got a feeling this Basic Fin WWF action figure has already been shoved someplace and you don't want it back from there. And I'm not talking about the crack in her meth pipe. I don't know what a WWF Basic Fin action figure is, but apparently she does, and she loves it. So, you know, every couple of weeks we review the latest episode of The Mandalorian with Primetime Charlie. But sadly, The Mandalorian season 2 is over, so we don't have any more reviews for The Mandalorian, for The Mandalorian Minute. God, I can't speak. So what are we going to do? You all love Primetime Charlie. I love him. You love him. We all love him or her. We love Primetime Charlie. So I got with Primetime Charlie, discuss how we could get it back on the show. I don't know to call it him or her. Larry, do I call it him or her?
You can call Primetime Charlie anything you want. Just don't call Primetime Charlie late for dinner.
Classic joke, Larry. I think I did that joke last week. Anyway, we talked to Primetime Charlie. And Primetime Charlie wanted to talk about their first love, which isn't the Mandalorian, is Reylo. He loves Rey, Kylo. Put them together, it's like chocolate and peanut butter. So now with a new segment, it's Primetime Charlie with Reylo's Corner.
Nobody puts baby in a corner.
Mojo did a story time with, guess who? You guessed it, H3's on Unicron! Oh my god, it was the greatest time ever! Oh my god, and did you hear this? Maddie B is gonna release a rap song. It's gonna be a diss track all about JoJo! Oh my god, what is going on? I can't wait to find out. Well, that's a look from the Reylo Corner. Don't forget, smash that like button.
Thank you, Primetime Charlie. That's some of the fascinating stuff. Oof. Larry, how much Red Bull does that thing drink?
I'm not sure, but I am pretty sure it's by the case.
I don't know. To be honest, I don't know half of what it's talking about half the time. One, it's talking so fast I can't understand it, and then when I do understand it, I don't even know what he's talking about or who he's talking about or her. I don't know what it is. What are we up to now, Larry?
I think it's time for the top 10 bubblegum machine toys.
Oh, the top 10. You'll like this one. The top 10 toys you'll find in bubblegum machines. Or most of these you probably used to find them in bubblegum machines. I don't know. Do they still have bubblegum machines? If they do, I bet they're not a penny or a nickel. You remember that? Penny bubblegum machines? Nickel. I remember when it went to 50 cents and you had to put 2 quarters in. Then it went to 75 and I said, I'm out of here. I can't do this anymore. So, we've got top 10 right here. The top 10 list of the best bubblegum toys. Bubblegum machine toys. See if you'll agree with this list right here. And what's that, Larry? You used to buy stuff out of the bubblegum machine?
I never bought them, but my friend used to drive me crazy because he would buy Mikeites outside the Walmart in a vending machine. For 75 cents, he would get maybe 10 of them, but he could go right inside Walmart and buy a whole big box of them for $1.
Yeah, it really didn't make much sense, but bubblegum machines were more than just a way to feed the llama at the petting zoo. You could also get toys. Let's look at this top 10 list right here. Mini rubber action figures. You remember those? Sometimes they were erasers. Sometimes you thought they were erasers, so you just rubbed them on stuff and they broke. But a lot of times they were just mini rubber action figures. They wasn't really licensed brand based on movies. Sometimes I think they did He-Man when you found sometime. But overall, they were just generic looking action figures. Rubber and mini. Everything was mini in the bubblegum machine. How about this one right here? Number 9, temporary tattoos. Stick them on you, throw some water on you, rub it in, peel it up really slowly for it to work, and it will stay on your arm for about 35-45 minutes. I remember getting these in bubblegum machines, didn't have any water on the ride home, spitting on it and trying to get it wet, trying to hold it down. A lot of times you peel it up, half of it would stay on the paper. They also came in Cracker Jacks. It was always great. Let's do a video about how sucky Cracker Jack prizes are now. What happened, Cracker Jack? You used to have temporary tattoos, the magnifying glass. You had all kinds of things. What do you got now? I don't know, some kind of little paper. It's always paper toys now. I don't know. And what are we up to? Number 9. This is a good one here. This one could have been number 1 if I had time to put these in order. Mini football helmets. Now, I'm not a sports guy. I don't know about sports guys. I mean, I don't know about sports and everything, but even I, walking past the bubblegum machine, wanted a mini helmet. I'm from Georgia, so I was like, give me a Falcons helmet. Actually, I think back in the 80s, I wanted Pittsburgh Steelers. I don't know why I love the Pittsburgh Steelers. Didn't watch football. I guess it's because I got a free Mean Joe Green t-shirt from a Coke contest. And I think he was a quarterback or something for the Pittsburgh Steelers. But I had shoes that was the color of Pittsburgh Steelers. I had a Pittsburgh Steelers jacket. And I wanted a mini Pittsburgh Steelers helmet. Never got it. But it was always really popular. The mini helmets in the bubblegum machine. What are we up to now? Number 7. Porn mustaches. Any kid in the neighborhood could look like his favorite porn star with a porn mustache. That's right, just stick it on, and it's a porn mustache. I think Larry had one on our Halloween special.
That was a real mustache. That took me like 6 months to grow that thing out.
No, I don't think that was a real mustache, Larry. You're not getting by on that one. Number 6. I don't know if this should be on the best list. Empty bubblegum machine plastic ball. Or a container, I guess. Now that I look at my nose, I said container. This is when you put your money in the machine, turn the crank, the little plastic thing falls out, you open it up, and there's nothing in it. You got an empty one. Ha! You just wasted a nickel, sucker! We got you, sucker. Nickel. That's a nickel down the drain. Okay, number 5. You could buy this in the toy store, or you could get a smaller version in a bubblegum machine. Slime. Who didn't love slime? I loved getting slime as a kid. Slime was pretty cool, if you ask me. Pretty cool. Right, Molly? Pretty cool. Number 4. I don't know what you call it, but it's that rubber pop thing. You know, you push it down, wait a few seconds, boom, and it pops up. Always in bubblegum machines. Scared the heck fire out of me. Number 3. I don't know if anybody remembers this. I remember them barely, so you might not. Monsters. Mini monster heads that would stick to your skin. You can stick it right on your forehead. Look, Mom, Frankenstein. And stick it right there on you. Look, Mom, I'm the Wolfman. Check it out. It was pretty cool. I said check it out, but it's right here the whole time. Number 2. This is kind of more than just one thing right here. Horror supplies. All kinds of horror-themed watch that would never work. A horror-themed rubber pencil or something. A ring. It was something horror-related. And walking by that bubblegum machine, had the exit by Zayre's, you just had to put your money in it. You wanted something horror because you just saw that bloody, disgusting thing. And kids, especially boys, love anything bloody and disgusting. That is until they reach adulthood. And then they don't want to go nowhere near bloody and disgusting that week of the month anyway. Okay, number 1. These were also sold in stores, but you can get probably smaller ones in the bubblegum machine. So don't put in the comments they're not bubblegum machine toys, because they were, because I bought some. Creepy wall crawlers. Creepy wall walkers. Remember these? They look like little octopuses or something. You throw them at a window or the wall and they would trickle down. Now, I think they first were released as toys, but then as it became popular, they made mini ones and put them in bubblegum machines. Who didn't love these things? They was really, everybody had them. Everybody loved them. They were cool. So that's the top 10. That is the top 10. Larry, you got any bubblegum machine toys?
No, I can't remember any as a kid. We didn't have bubblegum machines on Hoth. But I tell you what, I want to take a minute to rant a little bit. I want to talk about Donald Trump. Can we just for a second?
Oh, no, Larry. No, Larry. No, we're not talking about Donald Trump and politics. No, sir, we're not going there. Let's get back to the news here. The final news. Super 7 is back at it again, and they will release figures from Mars Attacks. And they're pretty cool. They got one of a dog being vaporized and everything. Take a look. These aliens in the Super 7 Mars Attacks figure line looks great. But I'll be honest, I wish they were based on the movie, with some of the humans from the movie. Who wouldn't want a Danny DeVito Mars Attack action figure? But these are still great. My favorite figure is probably the Burning Flesh figure. If you ask me, this is the best action figure line of 2021 so far. Okay, guys, that's it for the news. The news is over. We're going to have Jim J. Bullock, but we're going to be right back before we have Jim J. out here. So come right back.
Here's a real tough machine in action. Here's Tonka's Mighty Roughneck Pickup. With Big Duke at the wheel. A working winch for getting out of trouble. With a jack and changeable wheels. The Roughneck Pickup. The Tonka toy will Tonka tough for fun, fun, fun. Mighty Roughneck Pickup with Big Duke comes with everything you see here. From Tonka.
You and your underoos. Spider-Man! Can you tell us who is who? The Flash! Is Superman on the left? No, right!
Underoos look out of sight.
Superman!
All of us were all good guys.
The Hulk! You can pick your favorite if you try. Yes, you can! Underwear is fun to wear. It's true when it's you and your underoos. Wow, now there's the Dukes from the Dukes of Hazzard. Bo, Luke, and General Lee. It's true, are all on your underoos.
There was this guy who I thought was terrific. I mean, well, self-assured. And I really liked that in a person. Anyway, one night I saw him at a party. And I got up the nerve to say hello. And then he took out a cigarette. Blows my whole image of him. I mean, I know I make some people nervous. But I thought he had it together.
Smoking. It's a dead giveaway.
I think people who smoke are real losers.
Welcome back to the Action Figure Show, guys. We're through with the news, but we're not through talking toys. Well, actually, I think we are through talking toys, but right now we got breaking news. Breaking news. We've got news for Inside Lucasfilm of the latest goings-on at Disney and Lucasfilm with our very own insider, Inverted Penis. Here he is to break down the latest in Star Wars news.
I'm back with breaking news. Guess what I heard already? I guess what my sources from inside Lucasfilm told me. You know that final scene in The Mandalorian where Boba Fett comes in and takes out Bib Fortuna and takes over the Jabba's palace? Well, did you know that's based on a real happening? But it wasn't Bib Fortuna. It was Jon Favreau taking over Lucasfilm. And that he filmed for the end of The Mandalorian as a little tease of what's coming within the next 10 years as he's taken over Lucasfilm. That's right, he took out Kathleen Kennedy and removed her from the set.
I don't know where he gets such wonderful stories. He knows everything that's going on. All the drama behind the scenes, Inverted Penis knows all about it. Larry, how's he come up with this stuff?
He just makes it up while he's taking a poop.
Don't be a player hater, Larry. Don't be a player hater. Okay, now, just arrived from Hollywood, California to tell us some jokes. So come out here and sit next to me at the table and share some laughs. It's one of the best actors in the world, Jim J. Bullock.
Junkman, sorry. Jim J. Bullock's not here. It seemed he got ready to leave, and then the two girls in the apartment next to him, guess what? They had a leaky faucet, and he had to go fix it. And that caused him to miss his Uber, and he didn't make it in time for the show.
Could have let me know before I started this show. Well, I think that's it. Jim J's not showing up. Sorry about that, guys. We're out of news. We talked about a top 10. We looked at everything else. So I think we're about done. And it's the last card right here. And it says, ask Larry about social media. Larry, tell them how to follow us on social media.
Sure thing, Junkman. That's easy. Go to Instagram, Action Figures Show. That's easy to find. On Twitter, it's a little bit more complicated. It's the Action Fig Show. Action Fig Show.
That's right. Or you can just follow me alone at That Junkman on Twitter or Kenner Toys on Twitter. Or join the Facebook group, Junkman Junk Group. I guess that's it. That's a look at everything. I hope you had a good time. We're on Sundays now, if you haven't noticed, and I think it's better on Sunday, so we're going to keep it at least for now on
I
Sundays.
think the Sunday thing's really working out for us. Give us a little more time to fix some of the hiccups.
Anyway, that's a look at the Action Figure Show. That's a look at the toys, news, and all that. We're done. So join us next Sunday for more of the Action Figure Show, the only late-night action figure talk show on YouTube that I'm aware of. Thank you. We'll talk again soon.
Tonight, Maggie's girlfriend Buffy thinks her diamond was mixed into Bruce's birthday cake. It's a wild hunt for the kid who swallowed it on Maggie. Tomorrow, a beautiful blind girl is the only witness to an act of arson, and it may cost her life on Code Red. Now stay tuned for Schoolhouse Rock next on ABC.
Thank you, sir, for that unsolicited testimony.